Hello and welcome back to KT TV. I am KT and this is Kindness Timeless Tunnel Vision. So today's episode, I'm talking about this new moon in Aries energy coming in April 1st, April Fool's Day. And this energy is I can already feel what I'm gonna go through in this video coming up into my life today. So we will jump into this energy and what that brings for us with this new moon in Aries. So let's get into it now. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so grateful you are here. So let's talk about this energy coming in. And it's a really important time to talk about the energy coming in because I feel it a couple days before usually, and then when I actually do my research on this stuff, and then I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense why this emotion is coming up in the moon cycle or in my life when it's coming up. So, as I've said previously in other videos, the moon rules our emotions, our subconscious, and our inner world. So, of course, the moon is going to impact how we feel in the phase of the moon, where it's at in conjunction to everything as well. So the energy of this fire sign in Aries, wow. I had to practice saying Aries, and I still think I'm saying it wrong, but it sounds so weird when I say it. But Aries is a fire sign, kind of that grab the bull by the horns, and just is a confident, courageous sign and really follows their instincts. So we're going to use that energy of Aries in this new moon cycle, but also know that this new moon in Aries is a time for healing because we have the Chiron. I think I said that right. Chiron is in conjunction as well. And so with him being of Greek mythology, he was one of the smartest and wisest centaurs who really was like the wounded healer, and he would heal with herbal medicines, which I'm also into. But with him, it brings up a lot of trauma from our past, and that energy is not always easy to heal from. Also, to take note that this is a time for healing and releasing trauma in order to heal and move spiritually along your path. And with that, the collective consciousness is also dealing with a lot of trauma going on in the world, especially with things happening in the Ukraine, and just sending so much white light all around the world, guys. But I literally do. When I meditate, there's one I do, I've talked about it before, but in that box, I put the world and I try to surround it in white light so it gets transmutated, but that's not what this video is about. So let's get back to topic. So just understanding that there's going to be a lot of emotions, there's going to be a lot of healing right now, and there's going to be things from your childhood that might be coming up that are causing certain feelings of like guilt, anger, depression, just kind of really like sorrow, and really just it's a heavy energy. So if you're feeling that, this is a great time to try to release whatever's coming up. And for me right now in my life, there's a lot of like family, because I consider our animals of the family like part of the family. And my mom's dog that I'm very close to as well, she has cancer, and we have to look at euthanizing her soon. And this is just bringing up so many memories I didn't know were going to come up, because when she was a little puppy, like that time of my life was insane. When in my toxic relationship and stuff, that's probably one of the worst times of my life. And it just is bringing up so many things that I thought I healed from. I thought, they were in the past. So that's what I'm seeing. What I wanted to say is like this new moon in Aries energy is already bringing up stuff like that for me. So just know that this is part of the process, and I'm trying to reflect on it in a positive light and see how far I've come in the time frame of her life. And just, I also, after reading books on the afterlife and our souls and things like that, and this book actually, all my books back there, this book is actually one of my favorites. There was also one, I can't remember the name, something Souls, Journey of the Souls. It also talked about the afterlife. This one talks about it in a very spiritual aspect with Archangel Michael. I really like it a lot. So I'll tag it in the description below or give you details, whatever, so you guys can get your own copy, because it's a really awesome book, and it kind of makes you look at death in a different light, which I'm trying, no like triggers, I'm not trying to bring that up, but it does help when you are dealing with the transition from physical to energy, basically, is the departing, or the, you know, what we consider death is transformation of physical form into your pure energy form. So it's not the end. And so, but it's looked at such a negative light, and it's hard to lose something you're so close to, like physically in your world, because, you know, our animals are a part of us. I have both of my animals right here. I got Capone over here and I got Buffy down here. So it's just, they're a part of our families. So it's just really, in a way, comforting to know that even animal souls do, because we all evolve through consciousness within just being matter. You know, we all started from something and we like kept evolving. But I might go down a really crazy world for some of you guys, but that's how I feel and that's how I see life. So it makes death a less like negative process, but it's not hard, it's not easy, it's definitely not easy to experience physical loss, and I'm trying to understand it more. That's why I read things about the afterlife, because I want to understand the process of, you know, and these are like near-death experiences where people literally had near-death experiences and that brought them to their awakening of consciousness, and how we are all consciousness, we are all energy, and we never die, and we only transform. And within the lessons of our life, that is how we raise in consciousness and vibration and all of that stuff. So this new moon in Aries is really going to pull up that energy. So understand this, embrace the process. This is going to be a really good time to, if you feel more comfortable talking to someone you trust about the feelings and emotions that are coming up, because you definitely do not want to keep them in. You do not want to keep them in right now, because one, it's never good to keep your emotions inside, because your emotions are teachers. I'm not saying go around and just like go blah, because I kind of am like that, and some days I'm like, I need to calm down. So what I'm saying is try to understand what emotions are coming up and understand that they're just there to heal, and this is a good time to either talk it out, because that's a great way to heal. I have trust issues, so I don't like to talk about my issues with people. So I really, although I like you guys, I mean, you guys make me, you have no idea how much you helped me on my journey, by the way. I just want to say that. So I'm so grateful for you guys and the people that support me and just really show me the love, because without you guys, like, I wouldn't be growing as much as I am, and just hoping that I can share value to you guys through this process to help others grow and become, you know, the best versions of themselves. Because when you feel good from the inside out, you radiate that. That is how, if you have self-love for self, that is how the universe radiates positive light as well, when we love ourselves. And then that just radiates love everywhere, because love is the answer. But anyways, I keep getting off track. So just understand that it's going to be a very emotional time with any moon cycle. We already know that. But it's going to be more about trauma and feelings of guilt and just lower vibrational energy, and just know that's just there to heal. And the best way to do that is either talk it out. There we go. Back on track. Talk it out. Journal about it, which is what I love to do. I love to journal because it just, I feel like it just lets it release. Another tip I would do is like a releasing spell. You could write that down, like whatever you're trying to release, whatever trauma is coming up, whatever you are trying to heal from, you can write it down on a piece of paper or set your intentions to it, light it to fire. And transmutation, like fire is very good for transmutation. So that's one of my tips that I do when I really want to focus my intentions on releasing, and then the whole time it's burning. You really want to take that time to really feel those emotions, which sucks. I get it. Like, emotions, they're so annoying sometimes. But to really feel it, and then to, when it's done burning, to really just walk away and let it go at that point. Sometimes I have to do this several times for one thing I'm trying to let go. So just know it's a process. Everything's a process. Everything's a journey. I was actually reading this book also, this one, The One Thing, and it talks about how balance is not accurate. It's more like counterbalancing in our lives that we need to focus on, because nothing is ever straight balanced in reality. But anyways, so talk it out, journal it out. Just really don't keep your emotions in. Do a releasing spell if that's something that you're into, and really set your intentions for trying to let it go. There's also healing meditations you can do, like Kenneth Soares has some on his channel. If you want me to put some in the comments below, I will definitely do that. But I've used some of his for healing your inner child, which is super important for just healing your heart chakra as well, and just really moving forward and, you know, getting that kind of closure, which sometimes we don't get closure in situations. So this is a good way to close it out and let this new moon bring in new energy, because with any new moon, it's a great time to manifest. It's a great time to set intentions. It's a great time for new chapters, new beginnings, new habits, and to really release those old habits, old thought patterns, old limiting belief patterns. Just, this is a great time to just turn a new page and a new chapter in the book of you and how you want your life to be. So I just wanted to bring that back to a positive note, that even though this time is going to be heavy energy, there is still potential to manifest and really create, because we have Aries on our side, and those signs are very bold and just grab the bull by the horns kind of people. So that energy is also coming through. So by healing, you're able to clear your mind so that you can start to focus on the positive things that will propel you forward for your goals. So when you're focused on thinking and releasing of old contrast in the things that are coming up, understanding they're coming up, and really just trying to let that go, to clear your mind, to bring in the new, because we have to clear space for us to manifest it in, like, new into your life. So this is a great time, especially with Aries, to give us that extra kind of kick in the butt to grab the bull by the horns and get going. And once you start to heal from the things that are coming up from your past traumas and things like that, you will start to really have like mental awareness, mental alertness, and really, one of my meetings on Monday, this lady was awesome, one of our coaches, and she said, by awareness creates action, and action creates consistency. So by clearing your mind and healing and really becoming more mentally alert, mentally aware, and mindful thinking, that's really going to help propel your goals and set that intention with this new moon in Aries energy to have a positive spin for you, and really understand that you are increasing your, what do I want to say? You're increasing your adaptability and your curiosity at this time. So really try to use that energy as well that's coming in with that alertness and like mindful thinking, because that when you have clear thinking, you can really understand in a better light how to how to hear your emotions. Like, I'm still working on it, guys. Don't think I'm like saying this because I have it down packed. I definitely don't, but I'm freaking trying it, and that's the key. So the more you understand your emotions, they are teachers, and when they come up, try to understand what is triggering them because we need to focus on our own triggers and really just kind of be one with ourselves to really connect with others. So with this energy and it's going to cause some like busyness in the life too, like your personal, your work, and just really use this time for communicating wisely with yourself and communicating wisely with others, and just really trying to make that like connection within your community during this time as well. And maybe that's someone you reach out to and talk about something that you need to get off your chest. You never know. We do have those, good girlfriends or dudes that you go to talk about things. So it might be a good time if you're having those heavy emotions, can't seem to fight them off. It's always nice to get, maybe a different perspective of how you see things. So use this energy in a positive light. And then with this Chiron, yeah, the centaur, with his energy, he's the wounded healer. So he's really bringing in that trauma for us to heal, but he also uses alternative medicines to heal. So it's a great time to meditate. I smoke cannabis. That really helps me. You could do some microdosing on some psychedelic mushrooms. Those are really beneficial for depression and PTSD, and really just understanding that we are more than just this physical reality. But this new moon in conjunction with Chiron is going to really bring up those emotions of pain and guilt, and just take that time, because I already said this, but to take that time to really be one with yourself, to get clear-headed, understand why certain things are coming up, they're needing to be healed. We're just recapping, and that you do have the manifestation is possible through healing what comes up and not suppressing your emotions. So really, I love to journal. I have a journal, and I will journal about things going on now, especially because I just told you guys what's going on. So sorry, I feel like I'm a little off today because I have my head in so many places. I wasn't even going to come on and do this today because my mom sent me over the services to cremate her and things like that. So I'm a little out there right now. So sorry guys, bear with me, but you guys make me show up, and you have no idea how much your support helps me on my journey as well. So I just think that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful gift. But let's recap. So this new moon in Aries, really understand it's time for healing. Have compassion for self, have compassion for humanity. When we heal ourselves on the inside, we're healing the collective consciousness, and the collective consciousness is going through trauma right now as well. So really understand that it's going to be emotional time. Really try to heal. Once we heal, we have a clear and awareness and a very more aware state of mind where we can take the accountability needed to really manifest and set our intentions and create whatever new habit you want to create with this new moon. I think that's a beautiful thing when we really set our intentions towards thinking, how do we want our life to really be? So focus on, just understand it's going to be emotional. There might be a lot of busyness and chaos in your work and personal life as well, and to really lean into your community and just make those connections, because this is also a time that the energy for manifestation is also creating. So just know that. All right, guys. Until my next video, like if you like. Definitely subscribe below if you want to see more of my videos. You'll never miss another one. And peace, love, and namaste.